Howdy everybody, it is I, your Redstone Wizard, and I am here today to bring about a new glorious age in the Minecraft Pocket Edition. I have created something that I have only seen the likes of on the good PC servers. I have tried and I have failed over and over again, but it appears that with this most recent update, we have been successful. I have been inspired by the great Doc M77. Though this is not the design he used, the concepts he inspired allowed this design to take shape. Let us go forth and journey, friends, as we discover the glory that is the beautiful minecart slime block elevator. So, this design is quite beautiful. Now, we do have options on what things you do use in certain parts. I personally like the leaf blocks down here, as they do kind of make it so that you don't have the slime block connecting to things. But let's go ahead and hop on in our minecart real quick, and then we will nail this button right here, and then I'm going to go ahead and tap ourselves into the third person mode. As you can see me bounce right on up. Now you can get yourself right out right here, and it allows you to be out of the system, no issues whatsoever, and on your merry way. Now, we do have the option of go ahead and falling down through the system here. And sometimes you'll land on those, and that hurts. So I do recommend that if you're doing this in a survival, your down method is different than your up method. To reset the system, though, is super simple. If something like that happens, you place one rail down, one minecart down, and boom. There you have it. It does bounce. That right there is a ghost block. It doesn't actually exist there. So the beautiful thing about this system, if we go ahead and nail it, and then step back and take a look at what it's doing, we can see it bounces up, bounces up, bounces up, and through the top. Now, there are quite a few things that we're going to talk about with this system, but I played around with different spacing throughout this system in order to be able to kind of determine where the best spacing is. And you can kind of see here through this that you get a lot of bounce out of that while you're going up, so you do have to be careful. But the system itself can be used right again, right away. You can hop right in it, and boom, up it goes. You have enough time to get out, and then it falls back through the system. Now, it bounces for a very long way, so you do need to kind of be careful. But let's go ahead and throw this bad boy into the good old survival mode. That way we can kind of hop in here, and you guys can see you don't take even the slightest bit of damage out of this system. You just bounce right up to the top, and out you go. Now, again, the down is a little bit different. So if you want to go down, you can land on some of these slime blocks, but typically you'll be going down on the system after that's there. Now, without the slime block there, the player does not bounce high enough to be able to enter into the next system. I will tell you that this does work with just about any rideable entity. So you can ride llamas up this should you want. You can take your horse up this if you want. Pretty much any rideable entity, and you are golden to take this system up. So let's go ahead and take a look at how to build this thing, guys. Alrighty, guys, so this right here is what we're going to need for this setup, okay? We're going to need obsidian to start with, and we're going to need leaves of any sort. I happen to grab some oak leaves here. Slime blocks, obviously, as this is a launcher. You need sticky pistons, and only sticky pistons. And then we're going to need an observer, a redstone repeater, a torch, the redstone itself, stone slab. You can actually replace this stone slab with any block that you want. I just like the stone slab myself personally. Redstone comparator, a redstone block, a button to get it all started with. And then once the system is primed, you need three other things. You're going to need to grab yourself out a rail of any kind. You're going to want to grab yourself out a minecart of any kind. Then you want to grab yourself out some string. Alright, but those ones are going to be some of the last things that we grab out of this system. So we'll go ahead and put those back for now. To start with, we're going to go ahead and pull out our obsidian, our leaves, slime block, sticky pistons, observer, the repeater, the redstone torch, the redstone itself, and the redstone slab. Now, we are going to take these leaves out shortly to replace it with a couple other things, blah, blah, blah. But let's go ahead and start by having our base of our system. So, we can go ahead and place pretty much anything you want around here, but I like to just go ahead and place the leaves, as they are a very easy and cheap item to gather, and they are not attached to slime blocks. And then off this bottom hand corner here, I'll go ahead and put in 2 slabs, and we will go ahead and run ourselves a little bit of redstone underneath here and underneath here, and then we have this button. And this is like the only time that we need these leaves, and the only time that we need these buttons is right here. I'm going to put that right on the top because that's where we do it. Now, I do recommend that you place in either a leaf block or some other block right here, just as a preventative measure as well as a counter. So, through my testing with this design over here, we did learn one very nifty fact about it. You have the ability to go under a little bit, and it works but only by 1 block. Over, and it doesn't work. So we actually want to go up a total of 7 blocks from this top one here. So we will go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that means that cart from down there is actually going to be traveling a total of 8 blocks, okay? And then we're going to go ahead and take and place our observer block sitting on the front of this here, so that it'll come out the back. And then we'll go ahead and place a nice little bit here. We can go ahead and take out the rest of this system now that we've got that up there. Come on. Alright, so now we will go ahead and pull the repeater out of the back of this bad boy. And we're going to go ahead and place a couple of blocks right there with a redstone torch coming off of it. And then as soon as that powers, it's going to then unpower a couple of additional redstone torches. So right off of here, we're going to go ahead and take a repeater signal off this torch to the side. And we do want a torch in the middle here. So there's only one side here that has no torch bit on it. And then we're going to go ahead and take a full block off the side of that one. Now, we do have a sticky piston coming off of this torch here. And this needs to be on a 3-tick delay. That period there. So, we are going to have a torch tower that actually runs upwards just a little bit on us here. So we're going to have a torch that comes out of the back here. And then we're going to have a boom, boom that all the girls like. And we're going to go ahead and place that there. And then we're going to place that there. So, we're going to have another block sitting there. But we want to have a piston facing upwards with a slime block and then the obsidian block. Now, it is actually important that this obsidian block be here. Now, in the Java edition, as well as currently the console edition, you have the ability to have like furnaces and things like that that are immovable objects. We don't have that here. Obsidian is like our only truly unpushable block other than Bedrock. You can't get that in survival. So this is the beauty here. So the way that this system is now going to work, we will go ahead and get rid of this and add this. We are going to need to add in to the side here a little additional system to keep everything running smoothly. So this system can actually have an issue with timing out. So we've added this little circuit here in order to be able to kind of prevent that. So we'll take it off the side and off the side here, and we'll cut that out. Boom, boom, and then we'll cut this in, and then we'll go boom. Nay. Alright, so this is where our redstone comparators come into the mixture here, because we're going to be creating a pulse extender right here that will fire into this block right here. We don't want it on the negative. And what this allows us to do is that when this torch right here powers on, this bottom one, which means the system is inactivated, this will actually extend the pulse, which keeps this torch here lit up, and that allows us to extend it for an additional period of time. So we'll go ahead and place in our redstone block right here, and because this is immovable, it does not push outwards, which is, it is just glorious. So now we are basically ready to try out this first segment. We will go ahead and take a piece of string right here, and we will go ahead and place it into this observer here, and when I do, this system should fire, and we'll see what occurs. Boom, 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 boom. Awesome. Exactly the right order. So now we're just going to go over here and we're going to take out our beautiful minecart and we're going to place that on this system here. So we're going to go ahead and click the button, which will cause that to pop out. And then we should be able to see that fly up and then bounce once. Fly up, bounce once. Perfect. Perfection right there, people. Did you see that? It was beautiful. First time, first take, proud of myself. So, from here, we are then going to go up 7 more blocks from this point here. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, whoop. And then we're going to go ahead, and I got to rearrange the inventory again. Boom, 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 boom. Oh. Yeah. Alright. And then we're going to go ahead and take the observer block, face it out of the back, and I don't have any of the right materials. That's comparator, need the repeater. And we will place that, again, coming out of the back of the observer. We will place a block, any solid block at all that you want right there. You can even do a solid block right there if you want. Again, this whole area right here can be a decorative area, or you can leave it completely empty as I did here. You can even have this in an enclosed space as long as the slime block rules are respected, because of course slime blocks are a bit of a beast. So we get our beautiful triple circuit here. Then we'll go ahead and bring this bad boy out 1 block so that we can get the repeater coming out of there, and then a full block. We can put a redstone repeater on a 3-tick delay. That's important. 3-tick delay on this repeater going into this block. Then we'll go ahead and create our little additional circuit that we have coming out over here. So we'll throw that on, and we'll throw this on, and then we'll throw our little circuit that comes out over here. Boom, 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 and boom, boom, boom. And I break this one out so I know how things are supposed to go directionally wise. So we'll place down the only redstone dots that we have in this thing are right here. So now it's just a matter of placing in some torch-eye, 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 and then torch goes, oops, put that on the wrong side. That goes there. Boom. Alright, then we'll take that up and extend that there. Okay, now we're cooking with some gas. So we'll have this one coming out of here, we'll have this one coming out of here, and we will have Again, we don't want to put this redstone block here first, because if we do, then the moment we place down the sticky piston, it extends and we can't do anything anymore. But we put our slime block, and then our obsidian block, and then the redstone block, and it no longer extends itself upwards. So we're golden there. So now we just got two more things to add in here, I believe. We got our repeaters and our string, and the system is done. So we'll put in one there, and we'll put in one right there. And then we will go ahead and place the string, and when we do, the system will fire, and we'll know we got our job done right. Boom, boom, and it comes right back. Awesome. So again, we can go ahead and hop on in this minecart, and give our button a good old push here, and boom, boom, and boom. Up we go. Awesome! So, when we are looking to do this with, kind of like a stopping mechanism, so you get a floor, that's when you're going to be looking at a system like this. And honestly, it is a super simple system. So, as you can probably tell, going 7 blocks only gets you to this observer. However, it goes, so the observer will be 8, that will be 9, that will be 10, that will be 11, and this will be the 12th block, and that's kind of where we actually end up when we're done. So if we go up, up to, and I wouldn't do 12 blocks, I'd do 11 blocks, alright? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 blocks. That's all you gotta go here, and this one is a super simple and super easy one to set up to catch you when you're falling. You just go ahead and place a repeater right here on at least a 2-tick delay, and that's so that you don't end up with a pulsing system. So we'll go ahead and place in a bit there, and then we'll go ahead and place 2 right here. Go ahead and double off that, and then we'll go ahead and double off this one. Super simple, guys. This catching mechanism, it's honestly one of the simplest mechanisms of the system. We just go ahead and create another one of those pulse extenders back here, so that as the pulse comes in the back here, it extends out. Then we'll go ahead and place a block sticky piston, one too many, right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and use half slabs, because that's what I'm going to make my platform out of. But you can honestly use any material that you want whatsoever, as long as the center here is free. And then when I go ahead and place in a Biddo string right here in front of the observer, it will fire. You'll see this pops out to catch you. So again, guys, normally you go 7. On this last one, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then that gives you the height of 9. So 7 to the next layer, pretty much each time gets you a perfect jumping ratio. So let's go ahead and give this guy a good old test. We'll hop right in here, and it is important that your minecart doesn't move at all like that. It just moved. Now the system will not work appropriately. Alright, so if that happens, you really need to just reset the whole system by just taking your minecart rail and your minecart and just popping them back down. It really takes like nothing to reset the system, but if you're wiggled at all, it won't work. So we'll go ahead and nabby that up, and I jump, and I jump, and I'm caught, and I can escape. And then it will fall right back down through. Now, I went ahead, and as you see here, this is an important part to learn. If you don't set a block here, it will pull it back. You need to have a block, pretty much any block, set up back here so that the minecart doesn't know that it has the option of going back. So let's go ahead and hop on down. And so I've shown you guys a couple of the flaws of the system. You got to make sure that you're centered correctly, and you've got to make sure that you you have to jump out yourself. If you just let yourself fall back down, no biggie. You can fall back down, but you are going to end up falling back down. So let's go ahead and throw this back into survival, and we'll see it again here. Boom, the survival. Alright, so I go up, and up, and up, and here I am, and down. Now, so you don't really take much damage other than the suffocation you get from that. And there are a couple of things I'd like to mention for you. If you want, you can set up a system so that at the top here, gotta nail that button again. Oops, didn't nail it right. You can set up a system so that at the top here, your cart will stay right here and won't fall back down. And those systems are rather nice, because then when you come back, you can get in this and say, flick a lever, and you're all of a sudden, no problem, just hop back in your minecart and you fall back down. But overall, I was really excited to get this to work. I forgot, not in creative. Gosh darn it. So I'm really excited that I got this to actually work effectively and work efficiently. This is server friendly, guys. You can build this bad boy on Realms. This is a lag-free design and works super small footprint right here. Super small, super effective, and completely automatic. Alrighty, thank you guys for watching. Definitely appreciate the support. And this is my super simple Minecraft Pocket Edition elevator, and I mean, it's beautiful. It's resource friendly as far as I'm concerned. There are a couple of expensive things, but really that's easily obtainable items in survival. If you did like the video, go ahead and give it a like, and go ahead and subscribe. If you really loved it, watch one of these videos over here, and make sure to vote on my poll. We appreciate you, and have a great one.